And clearly you are a diverse group of people, but you have some incredibly common purposes. And your common purpose is that you're passionate about this place, about Mount Vernon, whether you were a participant in it, went through its school system, work in it, or somehow are connected to it because you live here and chose to come here and want to put your kids in this school system. You're passionate about Mount Vernon. That's a critical piece. Your reasons for coming are very broad and varied. The issues that you addressed are broad and varied for the most part. But those common pieces of doing what's best for the children is key. The other thing that I heard that's very common is we need to start anew. We need to restructure. We need to build a new system. We'll create the one that most of us, most of you remember, that was offering what it was offering. So you have to start anew. Anew is not taking this vast piece of work that has to be undertaken, but starting with that big step that will allow you to get there. And I think that's why the board, I believe, had very good wisdom in accepting the superintendent's recommendation of looking at a restructuring of schools to serve our K-8 population. With the restructuring, a lot of things can be built into that. You can build a whole new concept of what you're looking to accomplish, what you're looking to do. You can build new teams of educators, of support groups to those schools. I don't mean new, bringing them in from outside. I mean reorganizing from within. So those are the things that we're going to work on. The board, in fact, accepted the superintendent's recommendation to form this restructuring committee to look at efficiencies, operational tasks, and how we could best serve the youngsters of the school district. And that's what our work needs really to be about. We're going to try to determine the best type of construct to serve the K-8 population. And I would throw in, I thought I heard a couple of people talk about pre-kindergarten and its structure. Unfortunately, hearing some terrible news out of Washington in terms of the sequestra that took place, and obviously 57,000 youngsters will not be attending a preschool experience due to those cutbacks. Probably about 4,400 right here in New York State alone. And I'm sure Mount Vernon having a pre-K program will have some impact. So I would say pre-K to 8. How do we best serve those pre-K to 8 students by first dealing with what is the best construct to deal with? And that's, I think, what the board has asked us to do. And that's what we should be about, doing that work. I was going to ask, the other thing I heard very common, just as an aside, is you want Judith to commit to more than short term. So I sort of